Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys, and happy new week to every one of my viewers, my subscribers. If today is the first time seeing me on your screen, my name is the Heartbeat of Nations, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And for my old subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really appreciate you. Like I said, if today is your first time, please consider clicking on the subscribe button. I'm just going to go straight to the point. I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, this is for my Ghanaian brothers. Okay, this is for my Ghanaian brothers. All right. I saw this article, and I know it's going to be many people are going to be very offensive about it, but we have to say it the way it is. I mean, excuse me, guys, I've made this kind of video about Nigerians too, and so like Africa is for every black people, Africa belongs to everybody, Africa belongs to us, and if we don't criticize the government, nobody will help us criticize the government. Criticism does not mean you don't like somebody, right? You're just trying to let the person know it's correction. So today this is about criticism, guys, and I'm gonna be criticizing Ghana government. And I didn't write this article though. A Ghanaian wrote this article, so before you Ghanaians will start coming from me, blah blah blah, please take it into consideration that I didn't write this, right? I'm just putting it out there for people to see that some African leaders are not doing what the citizen really wants them to do. And if you want to be honest with yourself, you will know that it's true, especially for those of us that have traveling parts of Africa before. You will know that African government, Ghana, Senegal, Cameroon, Tanzania, African government are nothing to write home about. Trust me, if you have traveled before, you know this. If you have not traveled before, trust me on this one. Anyway, I know that in every city there must be a ghetto. We all know that. Even in Dubai, there was one of my previous videos I made about the whole Dubai and the new Dubai. You can go check it out, and you can see the totally different. So today I'm going to be talking about Ghana. Today's topic is said. Let me see. It said. Today's topic is said, why is Ghana like this? It's a very sensitive question. Say, why is Ghana like this? And the name of the guy is Atwe Gill. I hope I pronounced that right. It's a Ghanaian. I didn't write this article. He wrote it, and he said, "This is Tema Accra motorway, people. This is a high-speed highway. There is no crossing guard or spotlight or anything permitting them to cross. They pray to their ancestors for courage, shut their eyes, and take chances at the expense of losing their lives and causing accidents. They do this on other roads too. You will find people literally 2 feet away from pedestrian crossing, and they choose not to use them. You will hardly find roads in Ghana that don't have a bunch of potholes, assuming they are even paved in the first place." He said, this is the motorway at night. So many street lights, but not one works. This is what majority of the road look like at night. It's also kind of exciting driving on it in the dark when you are swerving this way and that to avoid the manhole potholes, like some weird game of Mario Kart you did not ask to play. So you pay a toll to use this road. I suppose that money could be used for, I don't know, maintenance, but the people in charge prefer to pocket it and not fix any of these issues, and nobody complains. Okay, this is some pictures it's putting out there. He said, where some poor man kids study while the politicians' kids study in luxurious international schools in the capital and abroad. The beautiful sandy beach they like to brag about. So these are all death in the street, and these are pictures. These are different pictures he posted. You can see, And this one is said, you won't take a step without skipping over garbage that litter the ground like some sort of internal decoration. Yeah, there are people in charge of sanitation, but they would rather not enforce any rules. And of course, the citizens treat where they eat and sleep like a dumpster. Cholera is the new cleanliness. And he said, image above from City FM Online, Graphic Online, WordPress, Business in Accra, Shutterstock, etc. This is what Ghana look like. Please pay no mind to those who are showing only somewhat nice looking photos. This is the fitting and disorder that lives around those nice images some people are choosing to show you. And I said, this is Ghana. There is only one lane, the left, but they have turned the sidewalk into a second lane as well as the space between the Ashwa Road and sidewalk into a third lane. This is how they drive and nobody does anything about it. And I said, Benjamin Ackerman, right, vodka the vote, the bad road and empty promises. Say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Here are politicians sitting comfortably in cars bought at the expense of the average citizen. As public bought shock absorber crushes their hearts from the bomb right from road they refuse to face, they are on their way to another neglected village. Those ballots won't fix themselves, and that's the only time the people matters. He said, okay, I'm going to touch on so many topics as I can. He said, when you are a visitor, of course they will roll out the red carpet because they know they are greedy constantly. A trash hand will get something from you. See, life here, and it is a different story. There is literally a cloud of depression and despair that hangs over this waste of space. There is corruption everywhere on every level, so nothing works in this country. Many are very frustrated because of this, but are too timid to do something about it. Law enforcement is a joke. Most police officers are beggars in uniform, waiting to trap you for money. They do nothing positive to improve safety and security. Ghanaian police officers are bullies. Most are barely literate and take out their frustration on the general public. Many are unprofessional and we even go as far as harass you for your phone number. Most don't even know the law they are supposed to uphold. They are easily bought by the rich in society, and that's why justice is unbalanced in Ghana. There is inconsistency with the law and policies they choose to enforce, and lack of basic don't drive
it's like a clip.
Is
it the biggest market?
No. Seka is not a market. Seka is like the biggest.
There are probably only 3 fortune streets like this.
Yeah, it's just the biggest road network in Accra. It connects like almost every part of the city.
We definitely want to use the Accra.
In a day, you know, it's almost like 8,000 to 4,000 vehicles that uses this place in a day.
Oh.
You will service your car at
So is that big?
You roller coaster, drive the test, most roads in Ghana.
So that means Sako has to be like the center, kind of.
Is it what?
It's like the
Many roads
center.
don't
Yeah,
have clear
that's
roads.
Like, so that's why lots of people
They
have to
are
go through it to
apparently
get
a
to
ministry
work,
of
business.
highway.
Wherever you have to be in a day, probably you would use
Absolutely
Seka.
nobody
No matter what.
does proper road
Okay.
Because
in Ghana.
one way or the other,
They make
your
us
car
pay
might pass here,
good
or
what
you
you
might
fit
have to get a car from
use
the
dead
side.
trap.
They just connect specific.
I have
Oh, okay.
being used on the road by commercial vehicles because other drivers who don't know
It's really busy. Today we are lucky, like it's not that much crowded over here.
can't even drive in the
Yeah,
get panic attack whenever I'm not excavating when things but I have to drive in the sidewalk. you have
Your
to
bag.
be steady for, you have to be ready for
your
it.
bag.
Because as I mentioned before, there's no lot of
I have
make
these
sure
guys
you
here.
don't
Do I
get
keep going
side
straight?
whipped by
What?
a big
Do I
man
keep
speeding
going
down
straight?
the middle of the road.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Okay.
Picture included of the example of an idiot entrapped into an incompetent police station for running me off the road because he is more
Thank
important
you.
than
So this
military
is what the
holding.
Ghana cedis
You will
look like.
just
This
speed
is
up
at 10
there's
and this
nothing
is
you
50.
can do
So
about it because,
roughly 50
again,
is like
he owns the law.
$8-9.
Military and police in Ghana are among the most
10 is the best. Because them 10.
inconsiderate ever have been known to scrap up
Well, then we lose it. This is complicated. Same to Nigeria. Nigeria. It's just
only to move ahead and see that he will stop as he moves and grab it. That was the
okay. So time to
Okay, we can go.
mine is where it happens. Like most people that left.
We are going straight in there.
Aquaba.
Although, of
Everywhere,
course,
sing
it's
Aquaba.
ironically weird.
That's the only tree you learn. Let's use the sign.
You see,
On that hand,
Samsung
also,
welcomes you to
anybody
Sako Mobile
who
Market.
has at least 1 year, you can do that. If you are considered, you have that second. That's why most people
Yeah, I think this guy can do a better job.
Okay.
cops. But for all the other
You want a hard one?
poverty,
Water, one that has more water.
More water.
tropical part, conflict has been more along the right. Okay, so make sure you
Just take it.
is always polluted with dust and noise.
This
We
is
live in
second.
a beautiful
I
tropical
heard
part of the
about-
continent,
Wow.
but
Try
everywhere
this
is
powerful
brown
scanner
and
app to
dusty.
scan important doc-
So they all claim to know God, so throw a stone in any direction, you will hit a church. There is no regulation or noise, and you will be broken up, and you will be woken up at 3 a.m. by the night prayers service, because they are also in residential area. And you would think with them being so Christ-like, they would be nice and considerate. Wrong. Most Ghanaians are among the fakest, meanest people you can ever come across on the earth. They contribute to the fleet around them and continue to build houses of God in the dirty environment they maintain. And I said, okay guys, hold up. He said, this country is such a disgrace. Much like other African countries, our leaders go on international platforms dressed in the finest designer suit, put on hairs and grace, and speak eloquently in fake accents. Meanwhile, they are aware their country children are studying under tree. As a citizen, I am very ashamed to call this place my home. That's why I wonder how these politicians can proudly represent Ghana abroad. It's like living in an absolutely pigsty and inviting guests over embarrassing. Ignore those YouTube vlogs on the real Ghana and crap like that. People show what only 1% of the country population get to enjoy because they have the money to do so. This is the real Ghana they do not show you. I personally don't think this country qualifies as a developing country. It is pre-developing. In fact, it is in the state of devolution. There is no accountability, no transparency, no functioning rule of law, no enforcement, nothing. Everyone turns serious matter into a joke, and they all have a that's what it is attitude towards everything. Electricity you pay for is cut off for like 12 hours every day for a week by the incompetent PDS/ECG. He said, oh, you know what? That's how it is. Your entire community does not have running water for 2 weeks. How you know that how Ghana Water Company is? Everybody smiles and goes on with their primitive lives. There are no measures put in place for any form of sustainability once a mediocre form of development takes place. They built a road in 1960. Best believe there is no agency that's checked up on its maintenance as of 2019. And said, and no honey, being able to shop while in your car on a busy road is not cute. It is not something to be proud of. Hawkers are killed and injured every day when they run into road to sell, and by cars are used to sidewalk as another lane. He said, and they always have surprise when people are itchy to live and find greener pasture. Stable electricity, water, good roads, safety and security. You know the basic Maslow talk about. There is no proper urban planning like 97% of Ghana. So everywhere you look, nucleus, container and improperly built structures spring up just about anywhere. So while a GPS is good for certain areas, to get to most places you will have to ask people for direction and be told go straight to the big mango tree, turn left, go 15 feet past the big smelly overflow gutter, and next of it you will find your destination. So who is their right hand man would choose to stay in this madhouse if they had a chance to leave? People who were beaten down and told they were worthless throughout basic and secondary school in Ghana have been known to go out into the world and do amazing things because it took another country to recognize their potential. Most Ghana educators are literal demons in human costume who smother potential a student. So don't even think about schooling here. And to all who say this is a peaceful country, open your eyes. What are you enjoying, and are people subdued into compliances? People not allowed to think for themselves are made to accept living in less than acceptable conditions. There are people who have been taught to live in fleet and chaos and have learned to be okay with it because it's what they have. When if this country ever gets competent leaders who use a firm hand to discipline it and lead it to development, do you really think that those who have been hand-wired to dwell in this current subhuman condition will allow change? Do you think the generation of people who have established slum cities, those who have formed lucrative businesses from terrorizing the road with their trot that does not follow regulation, those who wholly believe in voting for officials from their hometowns, those who see nothing wrong with the serving public food made in disloyal and deplorable conditions, those who claim they are worshipping God by not allowing others to sleep at night, etc., will really easily give up for generational food without a fight. I found the perfect playlist on YouTube with a great collection of what actually happened in Ghana. If you have got time to spare, I would recommend you to watch this. There are many videos in this playlist, but I merely try to educate you. Read all the fluff, rainbow and butterfly paddling that others may write about Ghana to make it look like appealing. If you want, but this is the hard truth. I need you to wake the fuck up. I need you to understand the realities of this country. He said, I feel so sad for people coming to Ghana for the year of return. They have sold you, okay, another mistake, but let me correct it. See, they have sold your dreams of a rich cultural heritage and more because like that. But really, you are only coming back to a continent and country that sold your ancestors, only to find out after centuries that the greed, selfishness, and corruption that lead you to that greed, selfishness and corruption that lead you to be where you are now has only just evolved into us, enslaving our home people mentally. He said they still don't care about the general well-being of the population and still put the desire of the few for wealth and power over the basic need of the many. When you visit, please don't fall for the tourist side. Open your eyes and really take a look at what your ancestors gave up their lives and freedom for. And to the people like that's his name, who would like me to lie about the realities of this sorry excuse of a country just so you can look good to the world, I will not only give you one but two middle finger salute. And the guy said, why do you only write about the hills of Ghana? I think you have a bad motive. It may be a game for you, but you are disgracing your country. At least use your real name, coward. And the guy continues saying, Ghana is a mess. We have leaders who don't care about us and lie to the world to make it seem as though things are well in the country while millions are suffering. Your president, minister, and other government officials, past and present, enjoy medical tourism to advanced countries like Germany, the US, etc. Meanwhile, you and your family members cannot even afford to buy paracetamol at one of the jokes they call hospitals in Ghana. Said they drive in V8s on the potholes because they don't want to fix them and don't care about the safety of the citizens. They are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to send their kids to school abroad. Meanwhile, you and your mag and millions of other Ghanaian students have to endure learning in schools that look like prison or uncompleted buildings and under trees, only to study the curriculum of the corona master. This is why we remain an underdeveloped country. Do we have authorities in this country? They look at this big hole in the middle of the street at Dansoman Joshua right under the traffic light. The authorities will wait until it's unthinkable. Then a commission will be set up to investigate. The vice president or a big man will go and inspect the place. Innocent life will be lost for nothing, but it be Ghana with day. So, I mean, there are tons of write-up, so I'm just going to post it there for you guys to read yourself, because right now, man, it's too long and I'm tasting. You can see, and the guy continues. You can read for yourself. You can read for yourself. You can read for yourself. You can see different pictures. You can always read for yourself, and you can see videos too. You can see all these videos. All right, you can see. You can see. You can see. So, my Ghana brothers, is it true what this guy just wrote? I mean, this is your brothers. He wrote this. I didn't write it, so don't come for me and start telling me blah blah blah. This one. I mean, I think in every, how do I say it? In every lies, there's a little bit of truth. This is just like the opposite of Nigeria, because Nigeria is just like this too. I won't say opposite. This is just like Nigeria too. I mean, it's like Nigeria and Ghana. We have the same problem, honestly. All this church noise, all this religion, carry another person religion for head, all these our leaders, I don't care attitude, all these I mean, I think it's all just Africa problem, and we claim that we are the first continent on earth, but still yet we are the most undeveloped country. We are the one that face racism whenever we travel abroad. We are the one that they are looking less upon when we travel abroad. When will our leaders give us some respect as a black man, as a Ghanaian, as a Nigeria, as a Togolese, as a Cameroonian, as a Africanian or Iranian, as a Tanzanian? When will our leaders make us feel that we don't have to travel to the West before we succeed in lives? I mean, I was reading an article about 2 days ago where they said, I think for the past 2 years since the pandemic, the UK have employed 8,000 Nigerian doctors and nurses. 8,000 within 2 years. So how many doctors do we have left in Nigeria? I mean, why is our leaders so wicked? African leaders, why are you people so wicked? Why are you so heartless? Eh? Is it that many of you come to Dubai, you go to the UK, you go to Paris, you go to Ibiza, Barcelona, Madrid, you go to all these places almost every month, and you see these places. Is it that you don't want to, I mean, they swear for Africa? Is it that they swear in Africa? Because I don't understand. What is really our problem? Or is it that Africa is not old enough to be developed? I know that no African country is up to, apart from Ethiopia, there was no colonized at all. I don't think any colonized Africa is up to 70 years of age. So is it that it's not time yet for Africa? I don't know. Anyway, like I said, please click on the like button, okay? And if this is your first time, please consider clicking on the subscribe button. Let's continue praying for Africa. If you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, if you're a traditional ruler, please let's continue praying for Africa. And please, you as a leader, or even maybe if your father is the president, your father is a senator, even though your father is a local government chairman, please talk to these people. Talk to these people, because we all came into this world empty and we're going back empty, right? Yes, we want to enjoy this world before we go, but no amount of enjoyment will be recorded after death. All right, please talk to your people. If you have any leaders around you, let's face Africa and let's move it forward. And currently, if you live in Dubai, it's of no news again that the Dubai government and Abu Dhabi government are giving free tickets to any nationality that wants to go back to their country. And trust me, when I saw those videos, if you live in Dera, you know Union, right? When you go to Union, you see like 70 to 80% of people that are trying to go back to their country are blacks. You will even see women with children, and right now with Dubai is fucking hot. You see women with children under the sun, waiting for the free ticket or whatsoever. Imagine our leaders, not this shit, not get shit. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much. Like I said, please, today is the first time. Consider clicking on the subscribe button, and I will see you on my next. Peace out.